Rico McGee, another episode of the Sports Minute. We just wrapped up a huge press conference for boxing in the city of Cleveland. It's going to take place live January 27th at the Wolstein Center, and I'm going to tell you more about it in this episode coming right up. Earlier today, I was blessed with the opportunity to cover the press conference for a big boxing event in Cleveland, Ohio, which will take place on January 27th at the Wolstein Center. American Dream, in association with Big Global and Victor Promotions, are going to host a big boxing event featuring local talent from all over the city of Cleveland, Ohio. The main event will feature Ronald Johnson, 17-1, who will square off against Sergio Ramirez, and bout number 3 between these two for the GBO title. We also got a chance to speak with Popular Mason brother, as Tim and 3 and his brothers will also be fighting on the card as well. We spoke with Amir Mason and Ronald Johnson to get their thoughts on the big action heading into the end of January. Rico McGee, another episode of the Sports Minute. I'm here with Amir Mason. He's fighting on January the 27th. Thank you for being a guest on the show, man.
I appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One of my first questions is, man, how does it feel to be fighting back at home in your hometown of Cleveland? Y'all get in it too.
Feel amazing.
What's up?
I'm excited. I'm excited to do my thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, the mediator talked about, your last fight, man. What did you learn in that, and how do you apply that into this fight that you got coming up?
Man, I learned a whole lot. It's crazy. It was my first time doing the distance, 6 rounds, and I'm excited to just come and show what I worked on, everything that I've been working on.
Okay, so what are some of the things that you're doing in this training camp that's gonna help you prepare officially for this fight?
Well, really, to sum it all up, is to fight my own fight, go in there with a plan and stick to it, and just be focused more than before.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No doubt, man. Listen, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate you for sure, man. Check out Amir Mason on January 27th. Tickets go on sale the 29th. Get them while they last,
Y'all
man.
get y'all tickets.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm Rico McGee. This is Amir Mason. This has been the Sports Minute, and as always, we'll see you in a minute.
Sir.
And I want to go out and just have that eye of the tiger.
Okay, and man, last question, man. How does it feel to be fighting back at home in Cleveland, Ohio? People don't realize there's a lot of talent in the city on the fight side, man.
Sure.
On the fight side, man. Terrell Gachet, Montana Love, yourself, Armand, the Mason brothers, Tiger Johnson.
The Tiger, that's my little cousin, man.
Yeah.
We're a boxing family, man.
Yeah.
So, I'm named after my uncle who died in the ring before I was born, so it was just always passed down to us. And we come from a boxing family, and it's crazy.
Yeah, man. My uncle actually boxed in Cleveland too back in the 60s, man. Glenn McGee. Shout out to Uncle Glenn.
Yeah,
so,
I think his nephew or something, Kyle. Sister Jacqueline, I think, was Muhammad, but I know McGee.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, that was my uncle. I got a little boxing experience myself. I fought in college, not to boast or brag, but what does just that mean? Just putting on for the city, showing the world, man, that really Cleveland runs boxing low key.
Right. Yeah, listen, man, we've had an Olympian in the last 4 or 5 Olympics. Top pros, from the Sean Porters to the Kelly Pavliks, so all these different people, and it's like we just been on that prime time, and sometimes we just don't get our just due. And the more eyeballs I can bring and try to help us climb out of that and keep elevating more and more. Abdullah and Tiger, they got it right now, and they doing their thing in Montana and everyone else, but we can still add more to it.
Definitely.
So it's never not enough. So.
Definitely, man. Well, I tell you what, man. Thank you so much, man, for coming on the
Thank
show,
you.
man. Really appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
I'm Rico McGee. This is my man, Ron Johnson.
Yeah.
And as always, we'll see you in a minute.
Yes, sir.
So, there you have it. January 27th, you got Ronald Johnson versus Sergio Martinez, Part 3. This is a rivalry for the GBO title, the heavyweight GBO title. You got 3 of the Mason brothers fighting on the card, and we can't forget Armand Richards. Shout out to him. He's fighting as well. He's 7-0, and he's a solid knockout artist as well. Let me know what you think. Tickets go on sale November 29th. I'm Rico McGee. This has been the Sports Minute, and as always, we'll see you in a minute. That fight, once again, is January 27th at the Wolstein Center.